Hi guys, I came to my KI1 board the other day and turned it on, and I got the old white lines. Now, put a few forum posts on, didn't really get much response, but doing a bit of a search on existing posts, I found that the main cause for the white lines on the screen is usually down to CPU or poor design of the CPU that's got heatsink stuck on it, which when you take the PCB out of the cab, you can knock the heatsink and thus pop the legs off of the board. So I took the board out and I've just inspected it.
I don't know if you guys can see from here, but these last couple of pins, I checked for continuity and there's no continuity. You see those legs, they're not actually touching the board. So I try to find somebody to rework them or reflow them, but I can't find any. It looks like it's had some previous repair work here as well. It's a bit of crusty flux. So I'm just going to try and do it myself. Worst that can happen is it don't work anyway. So yeah, just going to. I've got a gas soldering iron. I'm going to use the hot blower attachment. Just put some flux across here. Perhaps just push down on the chip or just touch the legs, and just go over really quickly with a blower. I've got a couple of old PC motherboards. I just might test just to see how much heat I need to apply. But essentially, yeah, I'm just gonna rework those. I can't find any other fault on the board, no components, so I'm assuming it's a CPU with the white line error on boot. Anyway, keep watching. Okay, so I got the gas soldering iron out and tested it on an old PC motherboard and pretty much burnt the board, so I think that's a bad idea. So I've got my Maplin soldering iron that's you can control the temperature on it, so I've set it to around 66, and I'm just going to touch up these across here. Put some a little bit of flux on there, and then literally just going to run the iron across. Hopefully that should sort it out. Okay. Yeah. There was about 4 pins loose. Checking. There's a bit of previous work done on these. I think it must have happened once before, and they've popped. Maybe when I've taken this board out of my cab before, I've just clipped this. I know they're known for breaking, so I might put a line of hot glue round. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea, I don't know, but anyway, that's done. So I'm just going to clean it up with some isopropanol alcohol just to get the flux off of there. So just got a cotton bud. Just going to clean that there. Hopefully that should be that should work. I've not checked the rest of the pins. This pin on the side here I've just done prior to shooting this video, just to make sure it works okay with the iron. This leg on the end here was loose, so I've redone that. Get rid of the flux. Right, I'll power it up and see what happens. Okay, so I've just plugged the KI1 dedicated board into my dedicated cab just to see if that soldering work I did on the CPU had any luck. So I'm just going to turn it on now, test. The bong, always got that. And booted, brilliant, well chuffed. So there you go, that's just a bit of reflow using 20 quid soldering iron on the CPU. I've got some soldering skills, but I've never done anything on CPUs before, but I think I'll probably do that again. But if any of you guys want to suggest like a rework kit, pretty cheap, might work a bit better. Cheers.